The first step to building yourself better is opening your head to more knowledge, like opening your brain, opening your heart to more knowledge. Don't think that because you know the person teaching you, that's why you can learn it better. Hi guys, this is your girl Mijai and welcome to my channel. This is Randoms, and on today's episode, this is going to be a very short one because I just want to address a few things. A lot of people would come and meet me and be like, Mijai, how do you do it? How now? Show us the way. Like, this Fiverr and Upwork thing, how did you do it? How are you registered? Hello. Hi guys. Hello. There's something called YouTube. There's something called the internet. There's something called Chrome. There's something called online. That's where I got all those things. I did my research, I tapped into it, and I watched a lot of videos, and yes. My answer to all of you, Fiverr or Upwork, is this. Fiverr has tons of things that you can do. I did videos where I explained step by step, and the person still wanted to come and visit me, and I'm like, okay, this is crazy. I didn't know any of the people that taught me before I could assimilate what they were teaching me. I just went online, and because I was driven to actually want to learn it better. I was driven to actually want to do better. I was driven to, want to get it done, to want to know it, to want to acquire that knowledge and let it be a part of me so that it can work for me. So I went online and, I got it done. Open internet, type anything you need to know, and then you read step by step. If reading does not work for you, there is YouTube. You go on YouTube and watch every video. The same data you will use to check status or chat me up, the same data that I will use to teach you while we browse on the internet when you come to my site, it's the same data you will spend watching it online, learning it online. I think the zeal or the need to acquire more knowledge starts from you. You don't wait until the person that is going to teach you before you can want to learn it. It starts from you. How many of you knew your lecturers in school before you could learn from them? No. It was just an automatic process. You are in the university now, you need to learn. Okay, your first course, blah, 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 101, 111. You are in the class and then the lecturer just walks in, introduces him or herself and then starts to teach and then you get to know it. And that's it. These days, it's easier. Even in school, while in school, the things that I learned in school were not enough for me to sustain me, even while I wanted to write exams. So what I did was I went online to read them up, Google them, work on them myself too. So when the teacher teaches me, I balance that knowledge with the knowledge I have on the internet. In fact, we used to have a lecturer that used to say, Google it. Because we just give you the basic knowledge and tell you, Google it. You will find what you are looking for. And that's how it worked for me. I'm not saying that I can't teach you, of course. That's a given for me, but don't expect that you have to see me to be able to teach you the things that you can easily acquire online. I have a guy that wanted to learn much about BandLab, and I didn't know much about BandLab until I went online, and I took my time to do the video for the guy, but he still insisted that he wants me to teach physically, to come, to learn physically. And I'm like, there's YouTube. What if I told you that I didn't learn mixing from any school except the schools online? What if I told you I didn't learn editing from any school except the schools online? And what if I told you that the mixing, the editing, the mastering, the production I do now is what feeds me now? But I didn't learn it in a school. A school didn't teach me. I learned it myself. First, I started to work with it online. I opened it. I really wanted to do it. It starts with you wanting to do it, wanting to really learn it. So it started with me trying with my phone. So I got this old laptop then, and then I could install Cubase, and yes, I installed it and I was playing around with it. And what I didn't know, I didn't even know how to open it or where to start recording from. Then I learned it online. I watched videos online. Then I bought this tiny mic, one very tiny microphone, because I really wanted to sing and I really wanted to know how to sing and mix my own songs. So I would start like that, record myself, and from there, I started to take on others. I would record others, my brothers, their friends, for free. I was doing this to master the process, to learn, to make myself better. And what I didn't understand, I would go online and watch. There are some times that even now, I will still want to edit a particular video or mix a particular, and then one concept of color grading will just run away from my head, and I'll be like, I'll just open Lina on YouTube There are people like that. I have them saved, subscribed, and in fact, I had to screenshot their pages so that they're my go-to people. I just go to them. If you are the type that, okay, you want to be there, you want the person to be there physically to teach you this thing, my point is, if you find one video on YouTube or one post online and decide you enjoy the way they taught it, screenshot it, save it. If you find a video on YouTube, download it, but note the person's name. It means the person's content would probably help you. It means you'll be open to learning more from the person because the approach is working for you. So you can save the person's name. That's what I did. When I watch all the videos on one person's page and I feel like, okay, I've learned so much from this person, I try another angle. I watch someone else's own. I see that, okay, this person has a different concept and approach. So I learn. Then I try to rehearse them myself. I try to work on them myself. And then a lot of people come to me that, I tried this thing on Fiverr, I tried it on Upwork, and since I've not gotten gigs for a while. Patience. I didn't get gigs for a very long time. In fact, I didn't get gigs for a year. I didn't get gigs for like a year or so. But it didn't stop me. Then there was something called seller buyer's request or so. So I would go online, click on buyer's request, apply for jobs myself. I would keep applying. I kept applying for like a year before I got gigs to do on Fiverr. And when I did, the very first gig I got was $5. And somebody was like, how would you accept a gig of $5? And I was like, if this is what I need to do to get a review, I would do it. So I did the $5. I started with $5, then $8, and $10. And before you knew it, I got $25, $50. Then I got a gig, $180. And I'm like, whoa. And then from there, it's been, okay. Upwork, I didn't even get a gig for like 2 years. I kept trying, updated my portfolio. I kept updating. And it still wasn't enough for Upwork because the more I updated, the more, I was just a mess with Upwork. At the point, I wanted to give up on Upwork. But then I would always find works and I kept applying. Guess what? My first gig on Upwork was over $400 at once. It just hit. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And I talked about consistency once in a podcast, and but that's not the topic today. You want to learn something. You feel like, Magi knows this thing. She's good in mixing. She's good in mastering. Come and teach me this thing. Even when I teach you, go online. It's not because it's Magi that is doing it. That's why you want to learn it. You want to learn it because you want to learn it, and there is YouTube. So the one I'm going to put is just like an input. I will just be like your lecturers in school that will just teach you what they need to teach you. You need to go online to rehearse because you can't remember everything I teach you all the time. But if I do a video and you watch the video consistently, or if you go online and you watch a video consistently, you'll be able to work with that video. Like there's a video I keep to go through the process over and over again. And what I don't understand, I use Google. I just go on Google. I look for ways to make my jobs better. Because trust me, the same mix I'm mixing, someone else is mixing it and is getting it better than I am. I might be too harsh with some of the, saturation and all of that. And then I get to watch a video and how to reduce it and all of that. And, improve yourself because you want to improve yourself. You want to know about Fiverr and Upwork? Go online, just Google it. I'm not saying I'm not going to teach you. I'm going to teach you. But you have to be ready to learn it. Question is, how ready are you to learn it? If it is not Magi that is teaching you, how ready are you? No matter what it is, be it sketching, be it architecture, be it whatever it is, be it writing, songwriting, all of that, it's available everywhere online. When I started music, when I wanted to do music, I went to look for all the apps that I can use to record myself. Android apps, if you check my Play Store, I downloaded apps upon apps just to figure it out, to work it out, to know. So when somebody was asking me, how did you learn mixing and all of these things? This is my story. Like I learned them using apps. I would just look for apps on Google and on Play Store. And, I didn't have a laptop and I didn't even know what I could do with a laptop for mixing as per mixing because I couldn't afford one then. But what I could afford at the moment was that phone. And how was that phone going to help me to be better? So I started with that. I would grow from one point. I would buy earpieces because they have earpiece, record into the earpiece, add autotune there and try to see if it comes out well. My need for satisfaction with what I hear pushed me to go further. And after I learned it, my need to be able to make money from what I have learned pushed me to go further, like pushed me to go online and learn more, pushed me to go on Fiverr and Upwork to know how I can make money from it. And when I saw people that do what I do too, and they just say I sing covers and and I'm like, Mike, what are you doing with your voice? What are you doing? You're just singing it and posting it on. Is that it? Is that it? My friend, do this thing and make your money from it. Like this person does not have two heads. Do you have two heads? No. Except I can't see the other head. But if you don't have two heads and you are me and I'm you and you are doing what I know how to do, we'll do it together. Why? The sky is big enough for both of us. And yeah. Anyways, that's my 1 cent, my 2 cents. For those people that have been asking, Maggie, show me the way now. How far? Fiverr? How far? Upwork? How far? All these creative things. How far now? Show me the way now. That's the way. Go online. Open Fiverr. Open Upwork. Open People Per Hour. Open Quark. Open all of them. Open Click Per Hour. Open all those freelance jobs. See what they need there. Follow the steps, step by steps. Register. Start something. If you don't understand it, Google it. The answers are online. And the world is going so fast these days that they have AI now. You can use AI for everything. So you can use the AI to generate answers, or ask them or, do all those things online and you will get your answers. But don't waste it. It's been your girl, Mijai. Thank you for vibing with me on today's episode. Till the next episode. Peace out.